Good day everyone, my name is Princess Lian M. Manalo and my assigned topic is technology integration in the curriculum. So does anyone know what's technology or what the meaning of technology is? If you don't know, technology is the use of scientific knowledge for practical purposes or applications, whether in industry or in our everyday lives. So basically, whenever we use scientific knowledge to achieve some specific purpose, we're using technology. So how do we integrate technology in our curriculum? So do you have any idea? So if you don't know, I'm going to explain to you how we integrate technology in our curriculum. Technology offers multiple opportunities to improve teaching and learning and in the total education system. The internet, for example, provides vast information that people may need to know. The internet is more than just a collection of knowledge. It also offers different ways and opportunities for discovering and sharing information. Nowadays, everything is almost possible with a single click of the computer mouse and by using any search engine. Technology integration is breaking the geographical barriers in education. It is creating a new space for meaningful learning. With technology, it is now possible to connect and interact with other schools, educators, and other institutions from different parts of the world. There are several innovations from basic education to graduate education that are associated or influenced by technology integration. Some of these innovations so there are examples of how we integrate technology in our curriculum. First on our list is distance education. So do you have any idea what distance learning is? So I think most of us know what distance learning is because we have experienced it during the pandemic. It became an alternative for learning during the pandemic since we cannot conduct face-to-face classes. So there are differences between distance learning and online learning. Do you know the difference between the two? So they seem similar, but distance learning and online learning are very much different. So distance learning generally refers to a pedagogic model that offers some of all its classes through a virtual form, delivered via the internet, while online learning is a type of distance learning and refers to the delivery of educational content through the internet with no need to face-to-face interaction. So when you say distance learning, you still conduct classes, but by using virtual applications or online applications in order for you to meet your classes. So for example, using Google Meet, we can meet our students even though they are in different places, and we can still conduct a formal class via those kind of applications. While online learning, there's no need for you to meet or create a meeting or have a face-to-face interaction, rather just providing tasks or requirements for your students, and that is considered online learning. So next on our list would be computer-assisted instruction, or what we call CAI. Under CAI, or computer-assisted instruction, from the word itself, instructions that are in form of online form via using computer. So there are types of CAI, or computer-assisted instruction. So first one is the drill and practice. So drill and practice provides opportunities for students to repeatedly practice the skills that have previously been presented and that further practice is necessary for mastery. So I think examples of it could be the quizzes or tasks in Google Forms, or if you know quiz is, a website or an application where you could play certain games where there are quizzes and answer them for your mastery. So if you want to master those information, you could always go back and play and repeat the process just like what you have done before. So those are some of the examples of things that you could use for drill and practice. So next is tutorial. So what is tutorial? Tutorial activity includes both the presentation of information and an extension into different forms of work, including drill and practice, games, and simulation. So drill and practice could be under also the tutorial, but Some examples we have in the internet or by using computer-assisted instruction are like YouTube tutorials or TikTok tutorials, where you could learn information or knowledge just by watching those videos. So those are example of tutorials, like tutorials on how to cook, tutorials on how to do crafts. So those are examples of online tutorials that are computer assisted. Next is simulation. So what is simulation? Simulation software can provide an approximation of reality that does not require the expense of real life or its risk. So when you say simulation, you get to experience the actual thing without being in the real world or real form. So for example, we have this what we call virtual reality. So by using it, we could experience different places, different events, different situation. Even though we're not in the actual setting, we could still experience those kind of things just by watching it in 3D or 4D form. So movies or videos could be an example of simulation also, because you get to experience certain places or certain things just by watching them. So that's an example of simulation. Next on the list of CAI types is critical thinking and enrichment. So this approach helps children develop specific problem-solving skills and strategies. So next is computer-based laboratories. Discovery approach provides a large database of information specific to a course or content area and challenges the learner to analyze, compare, infer, and evaluate based on their exploration of the data. So in our school, we have computer laboratories where students could explore new information on how to infer and evaluate based on their explorations of the data. So we allow them to explore the internet or explore the use of computer, where they could gather information ethically. So there's a process or right process where we could gather information, assess information, and evaluate the right information that we could find in the computer or in the internet. So by using computer laboratories, we could teach our student how to properly use the virtual platforms, as well as inform them on how computer works or how computer could be used in the real world or at work. So for example, you teach your students how to use the MS Word or the Windows application, where it is very necessary in work or in workplace, like using Excel, using publication, using PowerPoint presentation. So those are examples of things that you could learn by using computer laboratories. So last on our list is integrated learning systems. This is made up of two components: computer-aided instruction, modules, and a management system to manage the learning. The learning management systems are more recent and innovation. So integrated learning systems are composed by the CAI as well as management systems to manage the learning. So we could see it also by, so we could integrate, like in schools we use projectors, we use television for presentation. So those are examples of things that we do in order for us to integrate technology in the classroom or in our learning process. So next on our list is teleconferencing. So from the word itself, teleconferencing, so you are conducting conference or telecommunication conference by using technology. So Google Meet, Zoom meetings, anything that deals with meeting other person in distance or in farther places by using technology or any online platform is an example of teleconference. So you are conducting meetings or interaction, or you are communicating with someone by using technology, falls under the teleconferencing. Next on our list is online libraries. So what is an online library? I think most of us have an access or already had an access on a type of an online library, though we have a library at school, but students nowadays are using online library more often than using an actual library at school. So what is an online library? It is a digital library, also called an online library, an internet library, a digital repository, a library without walls, or a digital collection in an online database of digital objects that can include texts, magazines, audio, video, digital documents, or other digital media platforms or forms, or a library accessible through the use of the internet. So when we research or when we search for something using computer or using online platform, that is an example of an online library. When we search for information in Wikipedia, in Google, or in other websites, it is an example of an online library. Because a library, that's the place where you gather information or you seek for or infer for information. So by using those application or using those platforms, you can gather information from those. So we can consider searching in Google as a type of an online library. So next on our list is webinars. So webinars, a type of seminar done or held using online platform or online applications. These are mostly also in real time, or it is a real-time communication which helps you to effectively communicate from anywhere in the world. So you could conduct seminars. It is possible for you to conduct seminars even you are not in the same place or the same area, or someone is in farther place, just by using those websites or those online application. So just like during the pandemic, teachers and other officials in the government use webinars in order for them to continue their jobs or to continue their tasks, or the workforce or the workers also conducts webinars or seminars or training courses via online. So everything will still seem normal even though it is not. But by the help of webinars, jobs and works and education and school continues because of it. So it is very helpful for teachers and other laborers, because they could still be trained or they could still learn new things from those seminars even though they are in the comfort of their home, or even they are not in their actual workplace. Last on our list or is online journal and ebooks. So ebooks and online journals could also fall under the online library. So you could also see online journals and ebooks in online libraries. So online journals are journals of editors or authors, but it is written online. So for example, the Quora, where people do blogs or do commentary on certain issues or certain topics by using those websites, and they could share their ideas or information just by writing or typing on those online journals. So it is very beneficial for students, since we could access different comments or different opinions from different issues by them writing on those online journals. So next is ebooks. So ebooks is very familiar from us. So ebooks is very present on online platforms, and it is, and just like what I have said, it could be found on online libraries. The reason why I use this medium of instruction is for us to have an overview for those who don't know how we integrate technology in our curriculum. So just like me trying to video myself in reporting is an example of integrating technology. So we could use our phone, we could use our computer to edit those videos so that our students or our learners could access information even though we're not on the actual classroom or on the actual learning place. So technology is helpful in those kind of areas. So why ICT literacy is important, or why is it evident nowadays? So ICT literacy is now fast becoming an important form of literacy that is essential for each learner to learn and master. It also requires all teachers to be ICT literate, to be able to utilize technology to enhance or improve the way they teach. It is also important for teachers to teach students how to use technology responsibly, especially with the current popularity of social networking and other technological innovations. So if teachers are not ICT literate during the pandemic, there would be a difficult time for them to conduct classes. So we had experienced it because some teachers or those seasoned teachers are not are inexperienced in using technology. So they had to conduct trainings or attend trainings and seminars just for them to be able to adapt, to be able to use or utilize technology in their curriculum or in their teaching process. So that's why nowadays it is very important for teachers to be ICT literate in order for them to adapt in those kinds of situation. If that kind of situation happen again, it won't be hard for the teachers anymore to teach, and it would be easier for everyone to adapt. For the students, so students need to be literate as well because they are the one who's going to use the technology as well. So even though the teacher knows how to use technology, if the student don't know how to use technology, how are they going to access those information? How are they going to access those tasks, those online learning instruction, those computer assisted instruction? So both teachers and learners must be educated in ICT literacy because they are going to work hand in hand. They're going to work together. So technology integration in the curriculum is very evident nowadays since technology is widely used. There are a lot of online platforms. Children nowadays are using phone, even though they're in their younger age, they're already literate in terms of using gadgets, using technology. So integrating technology in our curriculum would be helpful in terms of keeping it interesting for them. So since they are interested in those kind of things, we should, as teachers or implementers of the curriculum, it is our responsibility to integrate those materials, applications, equipment in our learning process or teaching process. So that is all for technology integration. I hope you have learned something, and I hope that as an educator, you would know how to utilize technology or integrate technology in our curriculum by listening to this report. So thank you and good day.